Gaslighting goes into overdrive as the White House says electric vehicle sales are going through the roof. Maybe that's because of all of Biden and his disciples. This is what they want to happen.
First crack at the new and different jobs for electric vehicles.
The future is electric, moving toward it at lightning speed.
Thousands of union workers here and across the country are building the vehicles of the future, the batteries that will power them, and the chargers that will support them.
Suckers quick.
But now Ford is postponing the rollout of some of its new EVs, including its 3-row SUV and all-electric pickup truck, until at least 2026. Just don't ask the White House about that.
You know, when it comes to EV sales, they're reaching record highs. EVs are more affordable than ever. So under President Biden, EV sales have more than quadrupled. Sales of hybrids and EVs are now a record high of 18% of all light-duty vehicle sales. The president has always said that he wants to make sure we do everything that we can to lower cost, lower prices. This is part of that, and also do everything that we can to deal with a climate crisis.
Corinne Jean-Pierre says the goal is for lower costs, but how about this? A new analysis by Biden's EPA now says the cost of implementing Biden's climate rules, all these regulations, could cost taxpayers nearly $1 trillion. A big price tag. Meanwhile, Ford reporting per Fox Business they lost about $4.7 billion on EVs last year. Projected losses in the range of $5 billion, $5.5 billion this year. So a lot of money at stake here. Guy?
Yeah, I mean, they can brag all they want about how great things are, and then you talk about the losses that just Ford incurred. You look at the price of a lot of EVs that Americans can't afford. These are cars that many Americans simply don't want because they don't think that they're reliable. I'm pro-EV. If people want that, if it works for them, they have a car to tool around town, if they can build up the infrastructure where people can make it work for them, great. But given all the boasting, they shouldn't have to then mandate and coerce their way into more EV sales. Yeah. The product should sell itself.
Big challenge out in California. The American Free Enterprise Chamber of Commerce launched in 2022, fighting government regulations out there, pushing back on all of this, arguing these rules are unfair to push things. Here's actually a quote from the Ford CEO, Jim Farley. As the #2 EV brand in the U.S. for the past 2 years, we're committed to scaling a profitable EV business, using capital wisely, and bringing to market the right gas, hybrid, and fully electric vehicles at the right time. Kind of sticking up for the ability to handle their own business the way they see fit.
Well, that's it. A lot of people, it's almost automatic. Here is the government interfering with a business, telling them effectively what they can and cannot build, not with mandates, but with, rules or regulations and suggestions. And the implication, perhaps, when we bailed out the airline industry and we had to bail out the car industry and the COVID. And I think that part of the willingness to step away is because perhaps Biden is going away, so that they can see a future where this madness is not going to continue for their business. But then you also have, like with California, who can forget the rolling blackouts because they didn't have enough electricity during the summer, and the first thing they told people to do was don't plug in your car. So Americans are looking at that. Californians are looking at that when it comes to the system, the infrastructure, not just when it comes to being able to charge it up. But let's say there's chargers everywhere, and there's just no electricity. So that's what they're aware of.
And Tom, certainly some infrastructure challenges, as Tammy mentioned.
Yeah, but this is what they're salivating over. There's so many people who are going to make so much money if they force this Green New Deal on us. And the saddest part about it is they have made EVs part of the Democratic Party. And there's a lot of red state guys who love electric stuff. They love electric tools. I got a friend who has an electric chainsaw. So guys would, I talk about guys because these are the guys I know. Now, the guys I know, they're anti-EV because it's become a left-wing thing for them. They want to preserve their internal combustion engine, and they see people taking it away. People want a choice. And when you force it on them, they're going to take sides. That's the saddest part about this whole thing.
All right.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.